Support for the Klyph Notes podcast comes from Acapella Apparel, an idea born from a love of hip hop, funk, and soul music and its surrounding cultures. With fashion being a huge visual part of the cultures, they've created expressive images to pay homage, invoke nostalgia, and showcase the elements that make up the lifestyle and cultures of these genres. Acapella, apparel for the music lifestyle. For more information, check out acapele.com. That's AKEPELE.com.
Peace, peace, world. It's your guy, DJ Klyph, man. We back at it again with another episode of Klyph Notes. Psyched to have an opportunity to sit down and chop it up with folk who I have been connecting with over the years, people who are making an impact on their communities. And this one is definitely no different. But before we get into that, man, I just want to once again give a big shout out to X-Ray FM for providing space for us to record the Klyph Notes podcast. Remember, you can check out X-Ray FM at www.xray.fm for great content coming right out of the Portland metro area. So we started this thing with our last Klyph Notes podcast, man. Or a couple podcasts ago, actually, where I'm taking some time to highlight some of the producers who provide really the canvas for a lot of the artists that I have an opportunity to build with. So that's what we're going to do today, man. So after the podcast, after this pretty cool conversation I think that you'll dig, I want you to also stay tuned and listen to music from my man Ray Holiday. So Ray Holiday is a producer straight out of the Portland metro area who I have had an opportunity to build with over the years. And he provided me with some instrumentals, man. I definitely want to share one with y'all today. So after this crazy conversation you're about to hear, stay tuned for some music from my man Ray Holiday. You can check out his work over at the SoundCloud page, Ray Holiday Beats, and then also his Bandcamp page, rayholiday.bandcamp.com. That's REYHOLLIDAY. So yeah, man, after this conversation, check out a joint, probably one of my favorite joints from my man Ray Holiday. All right, y'all, we about to get into another episode of Klyph Notes. This episode of the Klyph Notes podcast may contain explicit language. Listener discretion is advised.
All right, yes, y'all. We back at it, man. It's your guy, DJ Klyph, with another episode of Klyph Notes. And once again, shout out to Acapella Apparel for support of the podcast. Okay, so this one is like a long time coming, and like on a bunch of different levels. Like not even on just the podcast level, but just on the connect. Every time I see this dude out and about, he does nothing but show love. Talented cat, man. And it's so dope to have an opportunity to sit down and chop it up with him, because like I know a little bit, but there's a bunch that I don't know. And I know that there's people out there who have been supporting and fans of this cat. So like I said, just excited to have him on the podcast. So without any further ado, my man, let him know who you are.
Man, Myke Bogan, man, thank you so much, DJ Klyph, man. Thank you for having me. This is long awaited, man. I finally made it. It feels good.
Stop it. Look at you, man. Yo, how you been, man?
I've been good, man. I've been good. Living, man. Life is good. Blessing after blessing, man. So life is good, man. God is good.
The last time that we had a chance to like sit and talk was when you was on Welcome to the Neighborhood when I was over at KZ&Me out in Gresham.
Yep.
And I think that was probably the first time that we met.
Yep. I believe so.
Yeah, and then like just seeing you at shows and around the city, and it's been a number of years, bro. You've been putting in work.
We've been rocking, man. Yeah, we've been rocking. You're number 5. It's crazy.
Let me turn this phone on. I'm being so unprofessional right
now. No, man, you good. We family. You good.
Yo, so like I said, B, like I know a little bit of the story, but I don't know the whole story.
Yeah.
So let's go back, man.
Okay.
Where you got your start.
Okay. We'll go. You want to go music? You want to go live? How deep you want to go?
Let's go. We take wherever you want to take.
We go deep.
Where you from? Where you from first?
Okay, so I'm from Lancaster, California, originally. Okay. So that's just Lancaster, Palmdale. So like junior high, Afro band was popping. Right. And then after that, then we had Pac Div. Okay. We had some hip hop cats, so it's cool. And now we got Paul George for the Thunder. So yeah, that's the city, man. That's where I was born. I was raised in
Wait, I got it, man, bro. You know Paul George should be a Blazer, right? I just want to say that.
Oh man, I don't think he would mind being a Blazer. Me and Paul, cool. Yeah, Paul wouldn't mind at all.
Right. No.
Yeah, he loved the small market.
Yeah, exactly,
so
exactly.
he'd been with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So born and raised from there, man. Then was a huge athlete. always a music lover. Come from a music family, music background, everything. And it was cool. Ended up getting a football scholarship.
Word?
Yeah, man, got a football scholarship at University of South Dakota. So ended up there, then played there. 2 years all conference, no big deal.
Word?
Yeah.
See, bro, this is why we do this, man.
Right. So that's people always like, how you got to South Dakota? Are you from South Dakota? Blah blah. No, I got a football scholarship to South Dakota. I don't talk about the football too much, man. You know what I mean? I love it, loved it.
Yeah.
So did that. And I probably say it started. Always loved music, like I said, but it started. I want to say my sophomore year, when I was transitioning into becoming a starter on the football team. It changes because when you become a starter in college football and you from out of state, they don't let you go home. You go home for like 2 weeks and you come back out, you work out, you do your thing. Well, it's a college town, and when you're there, it's nothing to do but push-ups, shoot dice, work out, and freestyle.
Okay.
That was our thing.
Okay.
You know what I mean? We play video games and we freestyle. That was our thing.
Yeah.
So probably, throughout the summer, freestyling, getting better, loving music. Yeah. And, we had a couple cats messing with like beats and making, Fruity Loops, this, that, and the third. Yeah. And then I want to say like senior year, when the dream of being a pro football player becomes real, and it's like, do you want to go play arena or take the long route or go to CFL, stuff like that. I just was so in love with music. I wanted to do it.
Yeah.
I wanted to do it for real. Yeah. So what I did is one night, super drunk, my roommate, Quincy Christie, he gives props to nobody. All conference corner, cocky as you want to be, would never tell anybody nothing. We were sitting around at 4 a.m. He said, "Hey, bro, you ever think about doing music for real?"
Huh.
And I was like, I don't know, sometimes, Q, I think I play with the idea. He was like, you should do it, fam.
Yeah.
He's like, we all talk about it, we whisper about it in the locker room, like, you got a certain way of people mess with you, man, and your voice is super cool, and I feel like if you took it seriously, you could be cold. Yeah. So when I got the stamp from him, I was on YouTube listening to instrumentals, Knife Wonder instrumentals, all types of stuff, and I started writing songs. So I started writing songs, and I graduated from college. And I was like, my boy came through and he was like, bro, if you want to do this music thing, you got to start doing shows. And I was like, no, that's where it stops. Right. I'm like, I'm not doing no shows. Yeah. I'm not telling nobody. I'm going to make it somehow like this. I was doing like little YouTube videos and stuff like that. Yeah. He's like, bro, you got to do shows. So you'll never guess what happened. So me and my baby mama are at super odds at the time. Yeah. Couldn't stand each other. She's like, you ain't shit. And can I curse on
Yeah, we're on the podcast.
Okay, we go. Yeah. You ain't shit. If you were serious about it, you would call my ex. And I'm like, what? And
wait, so like, did you know who her ex was?
I knew who her ex was. I knew he was in a band. I knew he booked shows. I had no idea he was a fan of mine.
Oh, word.
Already. Like just from the little freestyles and little videos I put out. Yeah. So she's like, yeah, he on tour right now, tour managing Jimmy Eat World and some more people, blah, 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 blah. And he wants to get into hip hop.
Huh.
It took me 6 months. I'm like, I ain't calling nobody.
Right. Well, yeah, that's
that's my baby mom. I'm not calling her X,
right.
Y, Z. Anyway, long story short, broke down.
Yeah.
So I called him. And he was like, bro, if you're really serious, I'll show you the way. I was like, I'm dead ass serious. He's like, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to put you in this van with these punk kids. He's like, and you going to go around and you're going to tour and you're going to see what it's like. Yeah. Garage shows with punk bands, benefit shows with punk bands, skate shows with punk bands. I'm like, what the hell am I doing?
Like performing or just vibing?
Yeah, we touring. We moving around. Okay. Right, we moving around. Yeah. And like what he wanted to show me was definitely like, one, the grind, two, the work ethic, but the fact he was like, see them getting paid, merch, venues, bar door sales, blah, 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 blah. He said, if you took this attitude to hip hop, I promise you gonna cover ground faster than anybody else in hip hop starting off right now.
Word.
And like, so we did it. Printed T-shirts, did everything. We pack ourselves in vans. We do everything and just tour, man. And that's kind of how it started. So I did that for probably like 6 months. And he was like, you got to meet my best friend. And I was like, all right, who is it? Yeah. He's like, it's this dude. His name is Tim. He's in Portland. And I was like, okay. He was like, his name is Tim Slew. He's like, cool cat. Yeah. I was like, all right. So flew out. met Tim. Tim had all these video ideas, all this crazy stuff, and I'm like, Tim, I was like, how come you're not filming for more people? He's like, I don't know. Nobody mess with me, man. I'm just this kid that lives out in Sandy that nobody really knows I even got a camera.
Wait, we gotta say, man, Tim Slew is that dude.
Oh, he that dude.
Tim Slew is that dude. I think
he that dude.
My introduction to Tim was a little bit through probably quite a bit through what I saw you doing, and then shout out to my man Theory Has It.
Yep.
I met Tim working with Theory on the film that he was doing. He has like a crazy eye, which is nuts.
He's crazy, and like the way he thinks and the way he edits is just on a whole new level, man.
Yeah.
So I just gave him the keys and he just drove. And that's what happened. And then we did that. We've been doing that. We've been doing that for 5 years now, and then linked up with EYRST 2 years ago, man, and put it together.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
Chopping up with my man Myke Bogan. So you came out here and it's nuts because it's like once you came to Portland, like pretty quickly people started recognizing you. You started doing shows here in the city, linking up with folk here in the city, and you're here in Portland now in an era where things are. I don't know, man. The hip hop scene in Portland now is sort of moved to another level, built on a lot of the foundation, a lot of stuff that happened like for years,
right?
That have been happening for years, but now a bit of another level, and you're right in the midst of it, baby.
Yeah, man.
Which is crazy.
It is. It's crazy, and I wouldn't be shit without Portland. So they started it, so that was the thing, and I appreciate it. And I think sometimes it's tough, especially with some of the stuff that I've been dealing with here. Just like, oh, he not from Portland, he from Portland. Fuck that, man. I rep Portland because Portland rep me. You know what I mean? Portland took care of me from the jump. I would never. It don't matter what happened or what go on. Portland made me who I am, fam, and they've created a great foundation for me to expand on.
It's funny that you say that, man, because I know that is a huge part of the narrative where people talk about people who are getting love who aren't from Portland, and different people sort of have different sort of thoughts and ideas on that. I was blessed to do the last episode of Klyph Notes with Mike Capes.
Oh yeah,
who's like from like Portland.
Oh yeah, all the way.
Like St. John's, North Portland.
All the way.
And we had that conversation. I asked him, like, as an artist who's from here, how do you feel with people who are moving into the city, not just artistically, but like just with the masses of people who are living here.
Right.
And he has some really interesting perspectives on that. Y'all should listen to the Myke Capes episode of Klyph Notes, and you get to hear what he said.
I definitely will.
You know what I'm saying? But I think that it is a part of what's happening. I mean, I don't know that you can. I don't want to say avoid, because avoid is not the right term, but like that's what's happening. Portland is a city that a lot of people are interested in.
Right.
And like I said, you're right in the middle of that, baby.
No, for sure. And it's tough because, like I said, like I'm not originally from here, so I don't really know how, to feel, because I'm not going through it. I'm somebody who came, and I think the best thing for all of us to do is take all this greatness that's happening, man, and bundle it up and rep for each other and just ride. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not here to take over. I'm not here to do none of that. I'm here to bring everybody up, or whatever, or you bring me up, whatever got to happen, man. But if we don't unite and figure it out, all this great talent in Portland just gonna get. It's just gonna fade away. It's gonna get swept under the rug. And I tell people all the time, like, I've been on nationwide tours. I've seen what other cities got to offer. Portland too talented to let that happen.
That's what's up.
It's a real thing,
man. That's always great to hear.
It's a real thing.
So, one of the things that I noticed when I got to know you and started paying attention to your career, two things that really jumped out at me. And you just actually touched on them. The first thing that I noticed was this dude is always on the road, like constantly touring, and you just explained where that came from. The other thing that I noticed is your audience. I think one of the things that, in my opinion, that you've had the level of success that you've had thus far in your career is that your audience is broad. Right? And I think that goes to what you just described, right? When you were coming up, you had an opportunity to tour with artists who weren't hip hop. Right. And so you got exposure to an audience that wasn't hip hop. Right. And now you operate out of a city that we've been talking about it now for especially for months, but for years, whitest city in the nation, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
and
what they say.
and people have an ear for what you do. So I mean, it feels like you have everything in place right now to continue on with what you're doing.
Man, that's what we hoping, man. We hoping it's cool that we didn't. It wasn't like we did it on purpose.
Right.
It just organically happened, and I think South Dakota has something to do with that. Portland has something to do with that. It works so cool. I think like some of the things I rap about kind of help with that. The beer, the Jameson, the partying with white boys, like it all helps. But it's definitely like I tell people, I was like, I don't really know the demographic anymore.
Right.
I just know that I just want people to continue to fuck with it. That's all I want, So it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. Staying on the road is mandatory. It's mandatory. I talk to all my friends about it that do music. They're always like, bro, I feel like you could da. I said, a nigga told me a long time ago, bro, when I first started, his name was Earl Lovelace. And shout out to East House, man, in Minneapolis. He said, you can't put on for your city from your city. It don't work like that. You gotta dip. You gotta be gone. You gotta be gone. When people see you gone, people know that I stay in Portland or whatever. But they know that I'm gone and I'm moving, which make it automatically love.
Right.
When I come back, it's love because he out trying to do his thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so that's a thing, man. You gotta stay on the road, and that's something that the punk bands taught me, the punk scene, all my homies, and everybody that I see being successful, that's what you see. Yeah. Even when you see people catch, like, you look at Amine. Amine had the song pop, but where he at now? They keep him on the road.
Right.
You know what I mean? You got to stay on the road from a small perspective all the way to you huge. Stay on the road, bro.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
You mentioned it a little bit. I think you said that some of your folk when you was in college mentioned it to you, and that was one of the, just artistically, one of the things that attracted me to you. Two things: one, your voice, and then two, like your style, like your flow. Which is just so, it's really, really unique.
Heck yeah.
Is that just, has it always been that way? Is that something that you really worked on specifically?
Yeah, definitely. I know personally it was something that I had to get comfortable with. Yeah. Even from the first time I recorded, I didn't believe that was me. I'm like, man, that ain't me, turn that off. That sounds whack. That sounds horrible. People like, oh, I love your voice. Yeah. So that was just God. You know what I mean? I got lucky with that. Yeah. But my style, man, definitely, I didn't even listen to my own music probably till my fourth project. To like Silk Jockstrap. Yeah, I just was like, that ain't, I could go harder than that, or I could figure it out a little bit more. Like I always wanted to figure out different ways to ride the beat or different ways to do different stuff. And I think I just got comfortable, I feel like. Yeah. Like probably a project or two ago. Okay. To the point, but my style was something I definitely worked on. Yeah. Hard.
So it's interesting that you say that. I'm gonna jump ahead a little back and then a little bit, and we might come back. So when you talk about just the last couple of visits, so we got to let people know you just dropped a new project on EYRST.
Yep.
Pool Party.
Yep. Pool Party.
Which is dope.
Right. Thank you.
The project before, so we're gonna come back to that, but the project before.
Yep.
Casino Carpet.
Yeah.
If you listen to those two, because I was listening to them back to back.
Right.
One of the interesting things to me about those two projects is, on Casino Carpet, on Pool Party, you sound a whole lot more smooth in your delivery.
Oh yeah.
And on Casino Carpet, you was coming hard,
anxious.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So was that? Was that purposeful? Was it just a natural progression of your?
It was definitely like a natural progression for sure. Yeah, I used to, and that was another thing. I used to just get caught up, like, man, I gotta just gas every track. And I'm like, and like even told me, he's like, bro, when you on smooth beats, you can smooth it out. You know what I mean? But we're not. But I just didn't even know. Yeah. I'm just trying to gas everything. I want you to feel every word. So it was one of those things, man. So I got comfortable. I got super comfortable. It was crazy. Yeah.
The production on both projects are dope. You have, being on EYRST, obviously you have an amazing in-house producer
for sure,
in Neil Von Talley,
who's
got a crazy ear, and a definite style. Neil is definitely one of those producers now where when you hear his production, you're like,
that's Neil for sure.
Which is dope.
Yeah, he got a sound now. It's crazy. He's amazing, man. He's amazing, and to watch him, and I get to watch him work. So that's the cool thing. It's a cool thing. But he just thinks so far out the box, and then he brings it back in, and then he goes back out. So he's so dope. And then I got to work. Luckily, I got to work with like people that I built relationships with over time. Timeless, who's now called Tim Fontaine.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
he's called Tim Fontaine. My boy Big Sean, who did Pretty Hesh, and B-Knock.
Okay.
B-Knock did a joint on there. So yeah, man, just kind of venturing out, man, trying to progress. That was the worst thing about this project.
Yeah.
It was so hard. You know, like when I sat down with Taylor and Neil, they like, look, man, you can do whatever you want to do. We want to bring your whole team. Complete creative control. Just keep making music the way you do it, touring, shooting videos, XYZ.
Yeah.
But it is gonna be sample free. And it shook me at first.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, you know what? I'm like, fuck it, it's gonna be easy.
Yeah.
I was like, this not gonna be a problem.
Right.
And then we started, and it was the hardest thing I ever did.
Yeah.
It was the hardest thing I ever did.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this too, B. Like, I'm gonna keep it 100 right now.
Yeah.
As an old head,
Yeah.
I love.
Casino Garbage.
Well, I love Casino Garbage, but
Okay.
specifically sample-based production.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying?
Me too.
And I understand. It's funny. I had a conversation I was talking to Destro. I was talking to Destro, the structure of Old Dominion last night.
Oh, okay.
And we were just talking about production and the challenges. I was talking to Destro, but I was also talking to DJ Zone of Old Dominion and talking about the challenges of using sampled production.
Yeah.
But you bruh. Nice job, man.
Thank you, man.
You know
Thank you.
Nice job.
Thank you.
'Cause,
Thank you.
There's joints in it that definitely caught my ear.
Cool.
You know what I mean?
That's all I ask, man. If
Yeah.
a couple joints got you, like,
Yeah.
I'm stoked.
Yeah.
It was like, I tell people, I wanted to do it. I wanted to progress as an artist. I wanted to prove to myself I could do it. And I did it. And I'm like, where the boom bap shit at? I'm like, yeah,
right.
I did it. I proved it to myself.
Yeah,
People liked a couple of joints, XYZ.
Yeah.
It was a great album, man, and people are loving it. So thank you for that. Thank you to everybody that supported, everybody about it, everything like that. But I'm like, look, where is the boom bap at? Yeah, I'm ready to go back to hook verse, bam, bam, bam. I can't wait.
Yeah. So when you make that when you make that not leap, when you make that move to go into a project that way, like you said, at first you were nervous, you did it, you felt good about it, right? It's out there now. What kind of feedback are you getting from?
Oh man,
from
the
your
feedback
audience?
has been amazing, and I think some of the best compliments are it's different, but it's you, and I like it. I love when they say it's different. You progress. I can hear it. I love that type of shit because I feel like those are the real ones. Those are people like, yo, you progress, fam. I like a couple joints on there like you did. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, then we made it.
Yeah.
I would never do nothing that I was uncomfortable with. I would never put out no bullshit or if I didn't like it, so I put it out, I made it through, and people see the progression, they can feel it, and nobody's like, you changed up. Yeah. That was beautiful. I didn't get none of those, and now I can go back to giving them the shit.
Now we
can do that.
My man, Myke Bogan. All right, so you said it just in conversation. I don't even think it, but it sparked something. So listening through. A couple tracks stand out. AAA.
Oh yeah.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Yeah.
So I remember how you said it, but something to the effect of when they heard that verse on Easy.
Yeah.
Dude.
Ever since they heard that Easy verse, they don't want us to work. I should work cups to work.
That's right.
Yeah.
Man, first of all, that is such a dope song.
Thank you.
Your verse on there is crazy.
Thank you.
I was talking to Vinny recently, and even Vinny was like, yeah, Myke did his thing on that. To me, that was, like I said, I obviously I'd heard your music, but when I heard that, dude.
Thank you.
Dude. So it's crazy that you referenced it in that song.
Yeah.
And you mentioned it a minute ago, like the music that you make oftentimes, the content, there's quite a bit of conversation about consuming alcohol, drugs of many different types. That's sort of a lot of the foundation of your music.
For sure.
On that song, on AAA, like you was rapping.
Yeah.
Like you was rapping on that, which I always dig.
Right.
I like to see you just go in like
right. Dude.
They're a part of again being in an area, building relationships with people, and sometimes those relationships, they, like any relationship, they
fall apart.
Yeah, they just fall apart. And that was kind of addressed
for sure
on that joint.
For sure. It needed to be.
Yeah.
I want people to understand this. When it comes to that type of shit, I'm more somebody hit me up. we can chop. Let's link up, have a beer. Or if it is what it is, it just is what it is. I'm not going to address nothing or respond to nothing on social media or nothing like that. Social media is for me and my people that fuck with my music. I'm not about to entertain none of that or whatever's going on. That's for me to communicate with fans and let them know what I'm doing musically, XYZ. So I just wanted you to know, like, it ain't. I'll let you know, bro. Yeah, I'll let you know. It's all good. I do it with this though. Yeah. Music is my journal. Music is my diary. Music is my everything. Yeah. And I just want niggas to understand. It was a comment made. The person that I say this about gonna know who I'm talking about. Oh fuck, nigga! All you do is rap about beer and weed and this and this and this and this and this. But truth is, fam, I'll come to your lane if you want me to. Yeah. I can rap. You know, I'm not trying to be cocky at all. Yeah. As you, if anybody question that, you go listen to Casino Carpet. Yeah. I'll rap all day long. I can rap. The reason when I first started rapping, people had to be like, "Yo, my nigga, that's 100 bars. You gonna make a hook? You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? Like, you just going off. I can do that. Yeah. The thing is with that song, this is a perfect example. With that song, basically what I'm saying is. I am so focused right now, Klyph, with everything going so well and us, you know, progressing and doing amazing things. I'm on a mission, fam. This is a tunnel vision. Yeah. I'm chasing this paper. You know what I mean?
That's the hook right. That's the hook.
And I don't have nothing. Just do me a favor. Just stay out my way, fam. I don't got time. Yeah. You know what I mean? I got 2 kids at home. I'm getting really, really close to where I want to be in this music shit, and that's what I'm on. So.
Well, and I think the one thing that comes out of that, I mean, and people tell you all the time. My man Star Child gets on me all the time about like being very sort of see the world through rose-colored glasses. I want everybody to come together and build and build and build. Sure. But at the end of the day, man, hip hop, a huge part of hip hop is about pushing one another.
Oh, for sure.
And that's one of the cool things that comes out of this is, you know, these life experiences push us to make great art.
For sure.
And I think if you look at any type of art throughout history, that's a part of that. So,
oh, bro, that's one of the realest things. And you know, taking a small piece of that, pushing each other, I feel like that was a huge thing for me. I feel like sports brought that to me. Yeah. High level competition. Everything was about competing. I remember my college coach used to scream, compete. So I brought that to this. Yeah. You know, whether that is like like I said, whether it's you coming to my lane or me coming to yours, bruh, I want to do better than you in every aspect. Yeah. I want to do better than you on Spotify, YouTube. I want to pack more shows than you. I want to sell more records. Everything is to me. And I watch niggas in Portland. Don't think I don't. I watch all y'all. Yeah. And I want to do better than y'all. And y'all should want to do better than me. Right. That's what's going to make this city great. Right. If we all doing as good as Amine, then we on. Right. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. I'd use that as an example. But I'm just saying, you know what I mean? If we all grinding, that's a great team. You know what I'm saying? That's a great thing. So
that's what's up. Yeah. My man, Myke Bogan. A couple of joints. Yep. So that one definitely caught my ear. Production content.
Yeah.
Not. I'm trying. How do I say this? So Winding Roads.
Yep.
Production.
Yeah.
Like your flow style.
Yeah.
Bro, you went in.
Thank you, man.
You know, once again, I'm an old head, a little bit more conservative content.
Right.
But like the song is dope.
Thank you, man.
You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Who did production on that one?
That was Big Sean again. He did AAA and that one.
Okay, that's okay.
Yeah. Me and him got a vibe. Yeah, okay. Me and him got a vibe. Me and him, we done smoked a lot of weed together. So he know exactly what to do with me. He's one of the dudes, like, it ain't no folder, it ain't no nothing. He'll call me in the middle of the night like, hey nigga, I got one for you.
Oh, word.
Yeah, you know what I mean? He did it with both those. He like, hey, I'm gonna send this to you. Don't even worry about it. You gonna rock with it. Okay. You know what I mean? I'll be like, okay, cool. He know me like a book.
That's what.
So yeah, so he did the whole Pretty Hesh CD I did.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
He did that. We did that all together, all 9 joints. So, 8 joints, and Lefty did 1. But yep. So yeah, man, and that one is one of those things. Another thing, when I going back to the bars thing, I love giving bars. Yeah. I do. Yeah. I do. I love it. Yeah. But I've done so many shows now and been to so many places. If you ain't got a Winding Roads, bruh, for everybody to sing to or whatever, your show not gonna pop as hard as it could. You can go out there and spit 100 bars. You can give 100 bars, but everybody want to sing with you. Everybody want to hook. That's why shows be successful. You know what I mean? When you go to a show, when you look at I just was watching the Damn tour or with Kendrick did this thing. He ain't even doing nothing. They singing the whole thing. Everybody. 20,000 people like, be humble. He ain't even singing. You know, it's a real thing. Choruses are a real thing. And that's something that if you not focused on that right now, as an artist, you need to focus on it.
Well, it's funny because you say you mentioned singing and it was one of the things that sort of I found. So going back to Casino Carpet, there are 2 songs on Casino Carpet that I really dig. One is original.
Yes.
And then the other one is Beloved.
Yep.
And I mean, we actually get an opportunity to hear you sing a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit on that.
Yeah.
One of the things that I loved about Beloved, if people haven't checked out Casino Carpet, you definitely need to check for that for real. But and Beloved was super personal, bro.
Man. That's it. I'm so glad you asked about that, Klyph, because a lot of people don't ask about that. And the thing is I want people to understand that everybody got problems. Everybody got problems. But I rap about drugs. I rap about beer. I rap about a lot of shit. I hide everything. I tuck everything. My mom always said, you need to say something, man. If something bothers you, blah, 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 I bury all my emotions. So every once in a while, when I can't take it no more, it got to come out. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's another thing about rapping. It's like, I'll do it, Beloved. Don't sleep. if something really getting to me. But yeah, man, that was a real thing, man. And if you haven't heard that, man, please check that out. Because it was personal. Can we talk more about that, Klyph? What you want to hear about that?
Because I mean, again, just when I listen to the music that you make, it really caught me off guard to be honest with you. Right. Just that you were so open on that song, the fact that you talked about your family like that. Yeah. The fact that you not just your offspring, but you talked about grandma on that one.
Yeah.
It really caught me off guard, and so for me as a result, it was one of those that I had to I gotta listen to that again because there's so much depth to it. There's so many layers to it. Yet it's audibly appealing.
Right.
And that's another one of them joints where you just you rapping on that.
Oh man, thank you, man. Yeah, it was I was going through a lot. Me and my baby mom, of course, she's on there. Got that. Me and my grandma, we had that whole situation. Yeah. Me and my mom are close, but we be beefed out a lot. Yeah. We be beefed out super bad, and to see her going through it, and we still beefed out. My grandma don't want chemo, or she not even fighting for her life, and
which was crazy. What's the line? She didn't want chemo because she didn't want.
She won't lose her hair. It's a real thing.
What?
Yeah, she sat there and told me, she's like, I'm not doing that shit, man. I'm not losing my hair.
Wow.
Yeah, that was her thing, and that was and she fought, man. She was stubborn. She fought and fought and fought, and my grandma was in the hospital with a Myke Bogan t-shirt on. She bought all my merch. She bought all my CDs. And that's why I was saying, now if I don't hurry up, my hard work is wasted. My biggest fan won't get the chance to ever see me make it. And it was a real thing.
That's deep.
You know what I mean? It was a real thing. So she was my number one supporter. And when my mom would trip on me, she called. She'd be like, that's that boy's dream. Leave him alone. Blah, 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 blah. She was one of the few that in the fam that really rocked with me. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. And lost her, man. Me and my baby mom, like I said, was hitting the fan. People was like, why you talking about your baby mama? I said, it's a real thing. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As my baby mama sits on the phone with some lame that want to fuck so bad, he do it with my sons laying next to him. And there's niggas that are that grimy. Yeah. It's a real thing.
Yeah, that verse hit, that kind of hit me. I was like, dang, Myke.
It's a real thing. Yeah. It's a real thing. So I had to pour it out, man. Yeah. I was going through it.
Once again, the project is dope, but that song in particular is definitely one that stands out. Okay, so now, speaking of you and Mom's beefing, when people get a chance to listen to the new joint, you got the guest spot with Mom's on the phone, B. What's up with that,
It's a real thing. Niggas need to know, man. Niggas need to know.
Oh, man, Myke.
Niggas need to know.
You just put it out there, B.
Niggas need to know.
She was like, look, you bring home some money, I need a loan.
I need a loan. My mom be dead ass serious, man. My mom does not play. And my mom, you know, that's my grandma that passed. That's her mom.
Okay.
Like I said, so my mom came from the dirt. You could hear it when she talked. You know, my mom has an amazing job. She's the head of a department at Kaiser. She's worked her ass off for the last 25 years since I can remember. Shout out to moms for that.
Yeah.
And if my mom is the type of person. She want her check on Friday.
Yeah.
She want to save whatever she saved. Yeah. She wants to buy 2 packs of cigarettes, and she wants to play bingo, play with her grandkids, and go back to work on Monday. Yeah. That's her thing. Yeah. She believed that's what people should do. Yeah. You know, you go to college, you get a job, you save up, you get a 401k, and you work. Yeah. So a dream in her book, nah. Come on, nigga. Yeah. You done went to college. I raised you to go to college and raise your kids and get a great job. And Right. This is a disappointment to her. Yeah. And I think something that even I hope she listens to this. I'm sure she won't. But I feel like one of the reasons I go so hard is watching my mom all my life. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Wake up. Get on the freeway, go to work every day. I remember my mom would jog into my games, jog into football games, but never miss shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I think I get a lot of work ethic from her, and that's why I got to do this. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I don't think she would even understand that if I told her that. Yeah. So a lot of it is from her, man. And she's amazing, and I just hope that someday she gets it. I think she will.
It's funny because so when you listen to that. It's cool to hear. First of all, it's cool to hear that you got your mom's on the record. Yeah. You get to hear the passion in her voice. Right. But like throughout that whole little skit, not skit, but like that whole little offering, like you can hear the love that you have for your mom. I mean, it comes through, which is dope.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the cool thing. That's the cool thing. And I think she gets tired of that.
Right.
She's like, nigga, don't say sorry. Don't say I love you. I'm done with that. I don't want to hear none of that. Come back with some paper. Yeah. That's
Some moms is always going to be moms at the end of the day.
My moms will always be moms at the end of the day. She's like, until you walk in here with my Jaguar with a red ribbon on it, I don't want to hear shit about rap. That's what she say every day, all the time. That's her thing. Yeah.
My man.
Yeah.
There was something else that sort of stood out to me. It's interesting as you present your art. One of the things, another common theme that I find is spirituality. Yeah. That's in your music. Mm-hmm. I can't remember which song it's on. Forgive me for that. But you make a quote, something to the effect. I'm gonna totally mess it up. But I don't have a Bible. I don't want hypocrites praying for me.
I don't need no modern Jesus.
Yeah. I was like, wow, that's like there's some depth to that.
Yeah, that was Pink Cocaine. Yeah. Yeah, man. That's a crazy one. Big on spirituality. Mm-hmm. I don't push religion on nobody or anything like that. Mm-hmm. Like I tell people, man, look, I believe in a higher power. I call mine God. Mm-hmm. And I believe in certain things, in the Bible and this and that. I leave some things, I take some things, and I don't push on nobody, like I said. But I know I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for something greater than all of us. Yeah. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be where I'm at. I wouldn't be able to write how I write. I wouldn't have my voice. I wouldn't. You know what I mean? Last week, I kept it on a super low. But got into a major car accident in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. My buddy was a little bit buzzed. I made a terrible decision, and they told me I wouldn't have walked away if I wasn't drunk and passed out because I didn't tense up. So that's just right there. The last 7 days, wow, huge car accident. I'll show you pictures of it. I totaled my homegirl's car, just fucking up. And now I know for a fact, no seatbelt on, everything, man. It's just, I'm here for something, man. I'm here for a reason, man, and it ain't me that keep me here. Yeah. So that's a big thing, man.
So when things like that happen, so now we about to get a little deep, but when things like that happen, what kind of impact does that have on you? Like you said, obviously it was a bad decision. Yep. It was a momentary thing.
I immediately blame myself and I check my life immediately. Me, what the fuck am I doing? Okay, well, you kind of you feel so guilty. You look at things, but I look at I'm out here, I'm functioning because great things are happening in music, and you out here. It's ironic that you out here celebrating your album that dropped at midnight, and you get in a car accident 2 hours later. Yeah, you know what I mean. You out here, you drinking, you driving, you with a bunch of ratchets from college, all types of. You know what I mean. I check my life, and I look at myself. Not even the nigga that put me in the car, or my nigga that was driving. I look at myself, and most importantly, I got 2 little boys. You know what I mean, and I can't I see how they act when I leave for 3 days.
Yeah.
So I couldn't imagine, you know what I mean? So I checked that shit real quick. So the next day at the show, I think I had like 2 drinks, you know what I mean? Just enough to catch it. And then Sunday I drank, and then, been laying low kind of, man, kind of just checking shit.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm a firm, like just like my mom and my grandma, I'm a firm believer in signs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And checking yourself when you need to, man. He'll send you a sign.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm big on that.
That's what's up. Well,
Yeah.
man, it's a blessing. I'm glad that that you're good.
Yeah.
That your family's
Thank
good.
you, man.
and
Thank
that,
you so
know,
much.
You pulled through that.
Thank you.
So the album is out,
The album
released
is
on
out.
EYRST.
Yep.
The team, like the whole EYRST team, bruh.
It's crazy.
Bruh.
All stars.
So
crazy.
so projects
It's crazy.
came out.
Yeah.
One of the things that's nice, it's got to be nice about being a part of that team. Like you said, you know you're always gonna have in-house production. You know
Yep.
Neil's gonna hold you down that way.
Yep.
To hear you and Blossom on tracks together, just like those two voices. Oh my gosh. Bro.
Oh, thank you,
You know
man.
what I'm saying?
Thank you. Thank you.
So that's dope.
Oh, that girl.
You got Dodger.
Yep.
Like just random, not random, but popping up on stuff. But what was random to me was like all of a sudden Rare Tree pops up.
Yeah, why not?
So was that something that y'all had thought about, or was it just a product of just recording again?
We were sitting there horsing around one day. I was in the office with Taylor upstairs, and Dodger had that song LLC that she was putting on her album, and I was begging to get on it. I was like, please. She's like, oh, I got you. And then she was like, you should come downstairs and do a song. We was at Martell's house.
Mm-hmm.
So you should come downstairs. So I'm like, I'm with it. I was like, we can do a whole EP while I'm here. I don't care. I was talking big shit. Because I know how she pushes me. She'll live in the lab. And she's so talented and just thinks of melodies and hooks so fast. I'm just like, damn. So I was talking big shit. And she's like, I'm with it. So I told him, I was like, look, go downstairs and tell Dodger if we can put LLC on a 4-track EP, I'll come down there and do an EP right now. She came upstairs and I was like, nah. She's like, that's for my album, but I'm going to let you get on it. So I said, cool. So then we had another beat playing. Her and Neil was like working on something. I went down there, they had a hook on it and everything, and I like put the verse down. And then he played another beat. And I was like, oh, I think I got a hook for this. And she's like, dude, you should lay it down. Laid it down. And then, we started playing some beats. We went on we went and got something to eat. I think we took like some Adderall, smoked a bunch of weed, and it was over with. Yeah, and in 52 hours or something, from like a Friday to a Sunday.
The whole project was done?
Yep, 4 songs. We was like, yep, that's good. We'll call it that. We'll just drop those right there,
Wow.
And we had it all set to jet. Yeah, we did it in like 2 days.
That's nuts.
Yeah, we never left the studio. Nobody took a shower, neither. We just stayed in there, stayed
That's
at Martell's
nuts,
house. I probably slept like 4 or 5 hours, and it was done. It was crazy.
Being surrounded by talent like that obviously has to push you.
Oh yeah.
One of the things that I know can come when it comes to artists, writers, producers, is sometimes you get that writer's block. Does that even happen when you have that much talent around you?
I feel like you'll push through it. Okay. You know, like you'll push through it, especially in a clutch situation. Because you look at it, you know, when you hear like a Dodger song, you like, I gotta get on it. If she giving me an hour to get on it, I gotta get on it. Because it could pop off. I don't know. It sounds like it's big. So I'm gonna get on it. You know, so you push through. And then just like having the talent around you, even throughout the weeks, like even when I'm at home and I call Taylor and he's like, oh yeah, we're in the lab with, you know, Dodger or Blossom or blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh shit, I should be writing. Because they cold. You know what I mean? Or just being around it. It's just like you know, like when I was a kid, you go to Eastside Park or you go to Westside Park. You go to Westside Park where, you know, you might be the best cat out there. But if you go to Eastside, everybody good. You know what I mean? And now it's like on the label, you look at it and you're like, man, you got Dodger, you got Blossom, you got Ep. Ep is crazy.
We haven't talked about Ep yet, man.
We're not gonna get in that for a minute. Yeah, okay, we'll talk about that. But you got him, and even though he ain't dropped, I heard it. You know what I mean? I can hear it. So I know what happens in that studio, and I know the heat that's on that computer. So and like I said, like me and Dodger talk about it all the time. Me and Dodger be talking big shit to each other. I want to be better than her. She want to be better than me. I want to do better numbers than her. I want to pack more shows than her. I want to do more festivals than her. And if you keep that going, it's just gonna be crazy. So.
Well, that's what we talked about again, man. That push, that artistic push, does nothing but bring out the best
exactly
in an artist, so that's definitely dope to see.
Exactly.
I mean, just even from the title of the project, Pool Party. I mean, you get a sense of what it's about. when you got in here, man, we got the Vortex Mag here.
Hey.
They were talking about summer music and,
Yeah.
and you on the cover.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You
Shout out to
all throughout
Vortex
there.
Magazine,
My
man.
man
Thank
Chris
y'all.
put that one down, dude.
Chris is the man. Thank you.
It's that so fits in what you do musically. That idea of doing that project, Pool Party, was that something that you were working towards, or was it just
No,
organically
actually,
just popped up?
yep, we had a different name for the project originally, and like I said, it was tough, man. It was frustrating, and it got to the point I was like, yo, I like this. I like these songs together, and like Pool Party is more of the name is more like of a celebration,
right?
For me, for EYRST, for everybody that we got through it, and I'm ready to put it out. I think a lot of people read into the title. Like if you look at the reviews, they're like, "Oh man, I just kind of thought it was gonna be this and that and this and that." I was like, "Yeah, it's some pool cuts. It's what I would listen to if I was by the pool. I would listen to a project. You probably thought it was gonna be all songs like Winding Roads or 10 of those, 12 of those, and like it goes back to like when we was talking about it. You know, I'm a dark person. I got a lot of shit going on, a lot of real life shit. And like you said, though, you named a couple songs that when it comes out, it comes out.
Yeah.
But overall, you know, like I hide a lot of shit behind liquor, weed, my smile, my laugh, whatever the fuck we doing. I hide a lot of shit behind it. And like I said, it's my journal. And the project came out, and to me, I think like there is like a darker element of it to be called Pool Party.
Yeah.
But it's my shit. And that's why I called it that. I was happy and I wanted to celebrate. So
that's what's up.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
Yeah.
Okay, so like I said, you constantly on the road. Now by the time this drops, tonight's show will have already happened.
Okay.
But obviously you're not stopping performing.
Oh no,
It's such a part of the foundation of what you do.
Oh yeah, for sure. So
what's your plans for touring through the rest of the summer and into the fall?
So tonight I'm at the No, and then tomorrow I'm in Echo Park.
Okay.
At the Echoplex for the Passion Weiss show. And then after that, we working on coming through the Midwest, man. I'm trying to go before the snow hit. I'm trying to hit South Dakota, Montana, Boise, Spokane, and hopefully Seattle.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, man. Shout out to my man Jarv D, man, because Jarv fucks with me, man.
Okay.
And he been trying to get me on some things up in Seattle, man. Get me going up there.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's been all good. But yeah, man, before November, before things die down, I'm definitely I'll be around for sure. And then and then I think in November I'm gonna do like a small run down in the Northwest. I'm gonna do like LA, San Diego, Phoenix, Albuquerque.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the plan. Yeah, man.
That's what's up, B.
Yeah, man.
I had to pull it up right quick. 12 tracks.
12
like I
tracks.
said, the joints that I'm feeling right now, obviously Take the Night Off gets airplay on Welcome to the Neighborhood.
Hey!
You know what I'm saying? Like without a doubt.
Me and the Blas.
Winding Roads, I'm really digging. AAA, I'm really digging.
Take it off.
You know, and I'm still vibing, still listening through.
Yeah.
But the project's crazy, man.
Thank you, man.
And it's just so good to see you continuing on the road. Now I should know this, especially I probably shouldn't even. I should probably just pass this by.
You good.
But with Taylor sitting here, I should definitely know this. This is including Rare Treat. This is the third,
fourth drop.
With him.
Yeah.
Casino, he recorded the week that we signed him. But he just wanted to get it out. So we got a studio.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
But
Okay.
yeah,
Yep.
Rare
Sound
Treat
labs.
and then this.
Rare Treat in this.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
And we're gonna do another one.
You got to. You got to, man. Right?
We're gonna do another one,
got the
man.
dream
Yeah, we're gonna do another one. So.
As a label, you know, when you consider being on a label, and then having released and produced music, on your own, what are the advantages that you found in being a part of a team?
Man, where do we start? Okay.
And I ask because like there's constant conversation about like why would anybody ever jump on a label?
Right. Well, you know, like, I think the way to put it is opportunities to do things you weren't gonna be able to do or you weren't going to be able to do for a very long time.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially when you work with like a great label like EYRST, where you still in control. You still make the music you want to make. You still got your team with you. You still got your videographer, your best friends. Like you're not changing nothing. It's just trying to speed up the process and getting where you're going, getting the bigger opportunities faster, man.
Yeah.
You know, I'm doing things like recording, of course, is amazing. Recording with Neil, being able to be in the studio all night, ain't nothing to worry about, man. You ain't on no time limit, whatever. You want to write here, you want to stay here, you want to sing here, you want to sleep here, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
That was amazing. Being able to bring bigger ideas to life, stuff like me and Tim have had in the works for 3 years. Now we can shoot a video like that. Now we can get the camera we wanted to. Now we can, stuff like that. We've had, right now we're working on tour opportunities that are bigger than any other tours we'd have never been on. Yeah. And I think one of my favorite things, one of the coolest things is I get to hear myself on vinyl, man. So that's crazy to me.
What? So
yeah. So the vinyls are coming.
You need to let people know. The pre-order is if you go to because I ordered mine through Bandcamp.
Oh, that's my man.
I feel like
you could do Bandcamp.
Yeah, Bandcamp's where the pre-order at right
Yeah,
now.
Bandcamp.
Okay, so go ahead.
Bandcamp.
And is it Myke Bogan?
I couldn't even tell you, to be honest.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Myke Bogan.
Yeah, Myke Bogan. I thought it was.
We got the man.
Yeah, I thought it was Myke Bogan Bandcamp.com. Yeah, whatever.
So let's get straight. So what is it now?
Okay.
Myke Bogan.
There it is.
Bandcamp.
There it is.
Okay, Myke Bogan.
Mm-hmm.
Dot Bandcamp.
Yep. .com. Yeah.
It's yellow vinyl, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yellow vinyl. Okay.
It's a yellow
Pre-orders
vinyl.
Available. Go cop that.
Yes, please.
That's
please,
nuts,
please.
B.
Bro, I couldn't even take it. He sent me the test one. I was like, this shit crazy. This is everything I ever wanted. It was crazy. No. Yeah, man. So it's just, like EYRST has helped us check off shit that's been on the bucket list, man. So it's amazing. And I know, a lot of people, I was always somebody that was like, man, fuck a label, man. I ain't doing no label, man. I ain't never had nobody run me, blah, 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 blah. You should try it. Make sure you try it. Don't knock it till you tried it, man. So it's been great, man. It's been a great experience, and I appreciate EYRST and everything they've done, man, because it's definitely helped progression, and we made a jump, man. So it's beautiful. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Well, like I said, B, I'm happy for you. It's always good to see people be able to follow their dreams, but then to be able to see a lot of stuff come to fruition, like it is for you.
Oh yes.
And like I said at the top of the podcast, man, you've always been so gracious to me with your time. Just in
always, man. Thank you.
Coming to do the podcast, bro. I can't tell you how much I appreciate that.
No, I appreciate you, man. This is awesome.
Look,
this
man,
is awesome.
I just want to serve. So I'm just happy to see what comes next.
Yeah.
As the tours continue to come and
yeah, man. I
see your growth.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much for having me, man. This has been amazing. This has been cool, man. Always, man. Klyph is the man, man. I've been trying to watch my mouth the whole time. Klyph is the man. Oh man, Klyph is the man, bro. So thank you for having me, man. The studio is amazing. The new studio.
Shout out to X-Ray FM. For real.
Yes,
we in here doing this thing. As soon as we can set it up, B, got to get you back on the radio show.
Listen,
Welcome to the Neighborhood.
Man, listen, I'm coming to Welcome to the Neighborhood, and I'm coming with an edited, clean freestyle for you.
Okay,
I got you. Yeah, this time I got
That's
you.
What I'm
coming
about,
with
B.
some clean curse word free, man. I got you, Klyph.
My man.
So yeah, man. Thank you for everything. Thank you, man.
I appreciate you.
Thank you. This is amazing. Thank you.
My man, Myke Bogan. Check out the new project, Pool Party. Look for him on tour. We're going to keep y'all updated on where you can find him in and around the country.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? Not just the Northwest, but he's definitely repping Portland like he said.
Yes.
Remember to subscribe. You can subscribe and comment to the podcast, Klyph Notes. It's wherever you catch your podcast, iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, iHeartRadio, like wherever you get your podcast. So go ahead and share that, and let's continue to spread the word. And we trying to keep Pool Party charting. Please. Shout out to EYRST, the label that just continues to promote some pretty amazing artists and who've been very gracious with their time. I can't say enough about all of those cats over there.
Yes.
All right, y'all. Until we get a chance to do this again, God bless you all.
Yes.
And we out. Peace.
Yeah.